Okay, we should be rolling. First thing we do is our mic check. So, Colleen, just spurt random nonsense to check the mic.
Hello, hello, hello. Hopefully that works okay.
Yeah, we'll get that. We'll get everything rolling. Just make sure you let me know what's going on, mod, so that way we can get this rolling. That's fine on my end. I can hear it clearly. Okay, good. Giant
Yay.
Sprigatito. Yeah. Colleen's pulling a Tino where she's putting the bow tie on the big plush.
Sprigatito's my biggest plush that I have. It would be Eevee, because Eevee's my favorite Pokemon, but I love Sprigatito just as much.
You just spoiled the talking point there, but we'll progress to that later
Well,
on.
that's fine.
That's perfectly fine. As long as we talk more in detail about it later,
We
that'll be
will.
acceptable.
Trust me, I have opinions about my favorite Pokemon.
Uh, Same here. Same here. Oh, everyone has their opinion about their favorite Pokemon.
Yeah,
All right, you ready to get rolling?
definitely, definitely. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for being here. But all right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all the fellow Poke nerds of the world, welcome to the Poke Nerds Incorporated podcast, a Pokemon exclusive podcast just for us Poke nerds to sit down, relax, and get to know other fellow Pokemon content creators in the Pokemon community. I am your host, the Top Goon Spence of the Poke Network. And ladies and gentlemen, if you do not know who our guest of honor is today, allow me to formally introduce you to her. She is one of the sweetest, bubbly content creators I've ever met. She is a shiny hunting whiz. She's not afraid to get some ink done on her body. And on top of that, her smile is so infectious that it makes an introvert like me want to smile 24/7. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's Colleen is in the house.
Hi, everyone. Hello, hello.
All right, so again, Colleen, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day and also for taking interest in the show for actually wanting to take part. So,
Of
still, every time
course.
I keep saying this, it is my greatest honor to have so many creators lined up to want to be interviewed on the show. So, seriously, it means a lot to me that you're willing to take part in this.
Course. Thank you so much for having me. I've said that like a billion times already, but very, very honored to be a part of this podcast today.
Hey, the honor's all mine. But hey, fun fact, she actually kind of spoiled it about a month ago to her chat when I kind of tell everybody to keep it on the hush hush, but she just blurted it out, and I was like, oh crap, what are you doing?
I felt so bad because I was so excited. I was like, oh my gosh, hi. Guess what, guys? And you're like, no, Golly, don't say that again. So I
It's
haven't said anything since until you posted about it.
it's
So
it's it's fine. It's fine. I mean, it's not like the entire world knew that you were gonna be on the podcast, so it's perfectly fine.
no, just a handful of people, but that's okay. They didn't tell anyone, I promise.
Yeah, yeah, that was an interesting day. All right, so
Yeah.
Colleen, before we get started, I actually want to know about this. Have you seen any previous episodes of the podcast before?
I have. I joined the last couple. I was able to join. Usually on the weekends I'm busy, so I was able to join for a few minutes. So I have seen episodes before.
Okay, so this will be probably your freshest experience because now you get to know every single talking point via me firsthand. So you'll get to see me
Yup,
rant, you'll get to see what I love, and we'll get to talk more in depth Poke nerd wise, big time.
definitely.
All right,
Totally here
Colleen's.
for it.
Yeah, I'm ready to do it. So, Colleen, the first thing I like the guests to do is to give a, formally introduce yourself to everybody else, explain what type of content you produce, and like a little retrospective of your Twitch journey when you started, what got you going, and just, give us the input as to why It's Colleen is here today.
Definitely. So, hi everyone. My name is Colleen. My username is It's Colleen. It's very creative, I know. I mostly do shiny hunting content for Pokemon here on Twitch. So I really enjoy shiny hunting. It's one of those things where after a long day, I just want to like come chill, hang out with my chat, and just find different color Pokemon. That's how I describe it. It's just I get really excited and I yell at Pokemon, shiny Pokemon, I should say. I started streaming on Twitch January 2022, so about a year and a half, coming up on 2 years ago. And I've always been interested in either creating YouTube content, and then I just never did it because of I was in in college or grad school at the time. But I always was a chronic YouTube watcher. And then I started watching Twitch because of Jenna Marbles and Julian Solomita. So I started watching Twitch because of them, and I would stay up late nights just watching them, and it opened my world. Twitch has been such a great place for me. I joined the Pokemon community as a viewer, and just how things lined up, I was able to start streaming. So I am super excited to be part of the Pokemon community. Everyone has been super friendly and welcoming, and super happy to be here. That's a little bit about me and my journey.
Yeah. And I gotta say, I'm glad that the purple brand has brought you home, because you are definitely a shining star in the community. I will say that.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
I mean, I try to do my damnedest, because I mean, after all, I'm me, so I'm not a bubbly guy, so I'm just trying to come out here as best I can.
You are yourself, and as long as you're yourself on Twitch, that's the only thing that matters. And
Exactly.
and how I always say it, like, you'll attract the people that vibe with you the most.
Exactly, and I have. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I can be my foul-mouthed introverted self 24/7, but I'm still gonna be on Twitch.
Exactly.
All right, all right. Well, for anybody who's from Colleen's Corner, doesn't know who I am, allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is Spence. This is the Poké Network. I station myself as a variety Pokemon streamer on Twitch. I stream pretty much anything Pokemon related. I do shiny hunting, I do challenge runs, I do Nuzlocke races, I do playthroughs. The only thing that I don't really cover are Pokemon Talk. I mean Pokemon Go and Pokemon Sleep, for that matter. No one's doing that. I'm not doing that crap. But yeah, I also I try to expand to YouTube, but we gotta hydrate.
Let's hydrate. I have a full bottle of water right here, so I'm ready.
I always got 2 cups of water handy. But anyway, I don't really try to go into YouTube as much, even though I was a major YouTube binge watcher before I became a content creator. I never really got into YouTube because I'm like the worst ever at video editing. Because like it's not that I don't want to learn how to do it. It's just that I've tried it a few times before, and I'm like, nope, no way in hell, I can't do it.
But yeah, YouTube can be tricky.
Yeah. But what got me into creation in the first place was, like I said, I was a major YouTube watcher. I watched multiple PokeTubers, and the main PokeTuber that inspired me to go into the field of content creation. Ooh, we got a Punkaboo in the chat.
Ooh, a Punkaboo. It's my favorite. One of my favorites.
Go ahead and go after it. But the main PokeTuber that drove me to want to become a creator was MJ TV. Do you know who he is?
No, I'm not familiar with him.
You gotta be. He's an amazing. He has like 3 channels, and one's at 2 million, his main channel. The other one's almost at 1 million. I think the other one's at like almost 500K. I'm not really sure. I don't remember that one. I mean, I remember it. I just don't remember the number of subscribers he has on that one. But anyway.
That's fair.
But I always loved his content, and it was just so funny and like inspiring. So I mean, I took a gamble, and I actually contacted him. I mean, I sent him an email, but I didn't know if I'd get a response back or if my thing would just go into his spam folder. But to my surprise, he actually responded. He actually gave me some.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I asked for a little bit of advice on how to get started, and he gave me a little bit of advice. So I was like, holy crap!
Awesome.
I mean, I'm still skeptic on whether it actually was Michael or if it was like someone that represents him for his business email. But it's still the fact that I got a response in any way, shape, or form was beyond beyond hype for me. But I didn't actually start creation until June of 2020 when the Isle of Armor DLC released for Sword and Shield. So I've been on this platform for almost 4 years. I mean, for a little over 3 years now, and for the first 6, well, the way you said you became a Twitch viewer before you became a Twitch streamer, I believe that's where my well, you see, I jumped into creation like right out of the gate. Like no one knew me. I was a complete ghost in the community when it comes to Twitch. So like no one knew who I was. So I have so for the first 6 months of my journey, I was practically streaming to pretty much nobody. I mean, I was doing things here and there, and I was streaming like on a daily, like 3 to 4 days a week. But I wasn't moving anywhere because I also sucked at social media integration because I never really did any of this stuff before. So I'd like to say that my real Twitch journey began in January 2021 because that's when everything like took off. I finally got affiliated. I finally found my groove, and I finally branded the channel from what it was to what it is now. So I guess so yeah, MJ TV got me into content creation. Power Punch Plays, my OG, the pilot guest of the show, helped me the most in my journey, and almost 3 years later, here I am.
That's awesome. Well, happy that you're here and happy that you've had such great success so far because you're awesome.
Yeah, and I appreciate that more than you'll know. I mean, everyone's level of growth is different, so one day I'll wind up being super slow on the growth, and then all of a sudden I'll bam, black it off like a rocket.
Definitely. There's Twitch seems to have its different ebbs and flows, so
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm not paying attention too much to the numbers. I'm just here to have fun.
exactly.
All right, so we're in kind of like the same situation as we are with the last guest, where the story behind the username is pretty much self-explanatory. So,
Yes.
so out of anything you could have like branded yourself as like a Twitch name, like why did you go with It's Colleen over anything else?
So I used to have a different username on Twitch. I forget what it was. I think it was my Pokemon Go username. It was like Collie Coco, something like that. It was one of the two. I use those names pretty interchangeably. And I really wanted to just have my name because if I wanted to Twitch content, I don't know. I always prefer just having my name. And before I even started this Twitch content creation, maybe like 2 years before it, I found that It's Colleen was available. And I always prefer having my name because besides a disgraced YouTuber, my name is pretty uncommon. My name is pretty uncommon. So I've had moments with my name where I'm like, when I was younger, I was like, oh, my name is not common. But now, as an adult, I'm happy it's so uncommon because I'm the only Colleen mostly that I know. There's like a few Colleens that I've met in my life, but I'm just me, and that's why I kind of decided to go with It's Colleen.
All right, well, that's a little more interesting than I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be like maybe a few sentence explanation, but you're also the only Colleen I know. So yes, I can say that the name's rare. I mean, heck, Spencer's is a dime a dozen. I mean, Spencer is my legal name, so that's why I prefer people to call me my actual name over my brand name. Like I like to say that the Poké Network is my brand / channel name, and just call me Spence because I don't prefer to be called Network or Poké or stuff like that. I mean, I know there are people called Poké Fruits and.
Yeah.
Like that's the first guy that came to mind, but he minds being called Pokey. But I just like to be on a first name basis with people. I mean, everyone. I mean, I know a few people's names via their outside their usernames, but I be professional and I say their their Twitch usernames over their actual names.
Yeah, definitely.
Unless I'm talking to my Discord with my people and I need to talk serious with them, then I use their real names.
Exactly, when you just need to just be like, hey, listen.
Yeah. All right. So I believe you knew this beforehand, but the Poké Network isn't my original name either.
Yes.
Yeah. So here's the story behind this. So as I've always stated, when I was getting into when I was thinking about what I wanted to call myself, I knew I wanted to have Poké in my username because I wanted people to know that I streamed Pokemon content. So it, put me like just put me out there. I mean, yeah, it could be a dime a dozen name, but I have to put a little unique moniker on it. So when I was thinking of something else besides Pokey, in college, I was actually really good with networking with people because, I mean, surprisingly, because I'm an introvert, but I went for business administration, and business classes they have a lot of project orientated classes, so we had to group up in projects. But I was always really good with communicating with these people I project with, so I put pokeNERDS in. I was like, huh, that has a nice ring to it. Might as well go for it. So when I went to put it into Twitch, it was unavailable. To this day, it's still unavailable. So I wasn't really thinking of the at the moment because I felt like the Poké Network would have just the Poké Network just would have been too generic in my opinion. I wanted to stand out a little bit more. So that's why I put the S in front of there at the start, because S is just my first initial.
Yeah.
But yeah, but little did I know just how much chaos that would have caused over the past 2.5 years. So many people mispronouncing my name because I don't like using underscores, and Twitch doesn't allow you to use hyphens.
Yes.
So I have been called pretty much any mispronounced name in the book. I was called Spoke Network. I was called S-Poke. I was called S-Poke. I was called Spokey. I was called Spooky. I was called Spoke Network. Just so many mispronunciations. Every time I heard my name, like even some Pokemon creators mispronounced my name.
Oh
Poke.
no.
I know Pokio is so notorious for it because he always mispronounced my name. It was so. I was like, what are you doing? You know what my name is. And a cosplay streamer I watch all the time, the Raven Armed, he always mispronounced my name. So I was like, what am I doing? So yeah, at the end of 2022, I got fed up and I was like, screw this, I'm rebranding. So I contacted the graphics designer who designed all my original branding. So he formally rebranded me, the Poké Network. Riley Chappell, you know who he is. I'm pretty sure you know who he is. Yeah, he did
Yeah.
all this. So yeah, I rebranded the Poké Network, and it has been the best change I could have possibly asked for. I feel like it's been professionally, it's been a better change. As my outlook on Twitch, it's a lot better because people actually know what I'm doing. First off,
Yes.
without even like saying my name, there's like Poké Network. I was like, oh, this guy's doing Pokemon content. So yay, finally.
Yeah.
Uh,
They know who
uh,
you are and they know how to pronounce your name now. It's not just spooky, spokey.
I still get the cringe. Still get that cringe chill down my spine.
I don't blame you. I pronounce usernames wrong all the time, and thankfully I knew you. So like when you came into my chat, I'm like, "Oh, hi Spence." So like I knew who you were. But like if you just like I never met you, I'm sure I would have called you Spokey or something. And
Yeah,
I do apologize for that cuz I'm
yeah.
sure it would have happened.
You don't need to apologize. You don't need to apologize. No one needs to apologize for the fact that I got the bitter end of the stick,
Yeah, yeah.
but it was my own fault. So
You live and learn. You know. You know now.
bingo, bingo, bingo.
Exactly.
All right, so now we move on to the actually learning about what makes you the Poké nerd that you are. So starting off with our favorites category. So you said it earlier. So what is your favorite Pokemon and why?
So Eevee is my original like favorite Pokemon. I obviously have added others in as I've become more of a Poke nerd. But Eevee was my favorite because whenever Pokemon became popular here in the US, like 98, 99, whenever it was, I was in kindergarten and I remember like seeing a bunch of Pokemon and I saw Eevee. I was like, oh, yeah, I like that. I like how fluffy this looks. I love how cute it is, and it's been my favorite ever since. I'm wearing you can't really see it, but I have like Eevee's on here somewhere. I forget which sleeve. Oh yeah, Eevee's right here. So I had to represent Eevee.
Cute.
And ever since then, Eevee's been my favorite, and I've had others added, but I've had the theme of just having cute Pokemon as my favorite. So Sprigatito is my other favorite. Um, Hasuri and Zorua. So I have a theme of just really liking cute Pokemon.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong.
Yes, yes. But Eevee's my favorite.
I will say that out of the Gen 1 normal types, Eevee is my favorite out of all of them.
It's the best.
I mean, after all, heck, without Eevee, my fifth favorite Pokemon wouldn't exist. So,
What is your fifth favorite Pokemon?
Umbreon.
Ah, that is such a good one.
Yeah, why wouldn't it be? But yeah, if you've known me long enough, you should know my favorite Pokemon by now. It's Obstagoon.
Yes.
But the main reasons why Obstagoon is my favorite is because, well, first off, based off its design, it's based off of Gene Simmons rock and roll stuff like that. I like rock and roll. I like music. So,
Yeah.
but other than that, when this thing first got introduced, it jumped into my top 10 pretty much instantly based off of looks. Like it like didn't even have anything added to it, just design and typing and ability. It just jumped to my top 10 list instantly, like right at number 10, just on the looks, because I was like, this is so badass looking, and it's a dark type, and it's just so cool. Like, they definitely did not do the Galarian Zigzagoon Linoon line dirty when they gave it that evolution. They did justice.
They did a really good job with that design.
Yes, they did. And when I finally got to use it in Sword and Shield, I knew I had to use it in my first playthrough, so I used it in my my OG Sword team, and this thing is an absolute abomination. It is ridiculously powerful when you set it up right, and Obstruct is just such a great signature move. And if you just put max speed on it after that defense drop, you can facade it with a Flame Orb, Gut Set, and then bam, anything's down for the count.
Yeah.
It's such a. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say that's really good. It's your favorite and it's powerful. It's not like it's like useless in any way.
Eevee got a buff in Let's Go Eevee. Remember that? Your partner Eevee? That was a pretty good run.
Oh, I was so excited. That was like the best moment of my life of having Let's Go Eevee and being. I think I powered my Eevee up to like level 100 because I was so excited and I use it for everything. I was like, I don't care about anything else.
Yeah, I used mine a lot in my original playthrough of Let's Go Eevee. I didn't use it in my badge quest because obviously I couldn't use a non-shiny Pokemon.
Yes.
But anyway, so the main reason Obstagoon became my favorite is because it actually became like my third favorite after I started using a Sword and Shield. But then when I got around to creating the Poké Network, I had to just like most Pokemon creators had their channel mascot as a Pokemon, so I was like, I gotta pick mine. I was gonna go with Darkrai, which was my favorite at the time, but Patters was like using it as a mascot along with Subnoodle, Rowlet, and other things. I was like, nah, I don't really feel like I'm copying him, so I decided to go with Obstagoon because no one was really using it at the time, and ever since it became the channel mascot, it pretty much elevated to my favorite Pokemon of all time.
Gotcha.
Yes, Baneri, we know the Darkrai needs to shine.
That's so sad. Are you currently doing the BDSP resets for it?
Colleen, I currently have the longest ongoing BDSP hunt for Darkrai on Twitch out of anybody.
What do you have?
I started the hunt on April 3rd, 2021 and 22, and it's currently September 23rd, 2023. Almost 18 months.
That's such a long time. I'm so sorry.
Over 16,000 resets.
16,000.
Yes, to be precise.
Is really over odds.
To be precise, 16,450.
Oh God, I'm so
that's
sorry.
That's over 4 times odds.
That's so sad. I'm so sorry. I hope you get it soon because that is the most painful hunt I've ever heard.
Which is also why Darkrai has de-escalated off my favorite Pokemon.
Understandable.
List. He's still in the top 5, but he's not at number 1 or number 2.
No, he deserves to be on not 1 or 2 anymore.
No,
of your top favorite.
Yeah, not anymore. I actually have a channel for redemption called Yeet the Nightmare, where I take my dark. You can see that Darkrai plushie in my nerd cabinet right there. I take it out
Yeah,
of there and I literally throw it against the wall.
as you should. Honestly, as you should.
Yeah, it'll end one day.
It will, and hopefully it's gonna be this week, right?
Next week I only do it once because I'm going out of town on a Thursday. But
That's
that will.
fair.
But yeah. All right. So, out of all the shiny Pokemon you have ever seen, which one is your favorite?
Oh my god. So I have so many. Out of
Well,
all of I have so
well,
many.
if you can't select one, like try like three.
Okay, three. So I would say out of all the shiny Pokemon that I've seen, have I caught or have I like seen just
Like just like which like out of any shiny that's ever existed, which one is your favorite? No matter if you've caught it, seen it, or whatever.
so I love Hisui and Zorla. That is like top, I would say. I love shiny Sylveon.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one.
I love it's such a great color. And I can't pick a top three, so I'm just gonna oh, Rowlet. Rowlet's another that's my other favorite.
I got a Rowlet story you're gonna love here in a sec. But
Yes.
before that, we actually have a question, which is what is your favorite starter Pokemon?
So great question. It's Sprigatito. I
Mine's
love Sprigatito.
so is it just Sprigatito or is it like Meowscarada down the line?
No, just Sprigatito.
Yeah, I like the cat too. I'm actually going for its shiny right now.
Oh my gosh. Well, good luck.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm more of like a Masuda Juggernaut. I can get most like egg shinies within the first 300.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah, but my favorite shiny my favorite starter is Greninja.
Greninja, such a good one.
Yeah, I did a Greninja solo run a few months back, and I literally ended it with 1 HP and a Surf off the Mega Gardevoir.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah,
That's really,
almost
really
lost it.
good.
Almost lost it.
Well, I'm glad you didn't.
But I also see a theme of yours. You really like the bluish colored shinies.
I do. It's very interesting. I don't blue is one of my favorite colors, so maybe that's why, but who
But
knows?
I don't know. Yeah, it's funny that Mikey brought up the question of your favorite starter because actually Greninja's not only my favorite starter, it's my second favorite Pokemon of all time, and it's my favorite shiny.
Oh, nice. So it has a lot. I love that
Yeah,
card.
yeah. One of my mods, Ritzels, sent me this. But yeah, blacks, grays, reds, and blues are my entire color scheme and outlook on life in terms of colors at least. So
Yeah, yeah.
the one Pokemon that incorporates all of them was Greninja, and I was like, yep. And fun fact, I almost choked. I almost choked finding the shiny.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Can I ask the story behind that?
Basically, if you actually want to see what happened, you can go see this clip right there.
Okay.
Yeah. Pretty much, I was just taking a sip of water, and the egg hatched, and I choked on the water.
Oh my gosh. Wait, I have to watch this now. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Go ahead.
I have
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead. You can go ahead and take a look at that. It'll pop in like first 5 seconds.
Oh my
I know.
god. Oh my god.
I failed.
There's like a lot happening.
I got the shiny early, but I failed the reaction big time. And it was my favorite. It was like my favorite shiny of all things.
Oh no.
I know. It
Oh,
was
that's
so.
so
It was
it's
so
okay.
bad.
At least you got it, which is awesome, and it's a funny clip now.
Uh, a lot of people think that Obstagoon is because my favorite Pokemon is my favorite shiny, but even though I love the red, white, and blue demon, it's only in my top 5.
That's fair. That's fair. It is I do really like that shiny though. It is really pretty shiny.
Yeah, it's a good one. But before we move on to the next talking point, here's that Rowlet story I wanted to give you. So it was back before I became a creator. It was I think it was January or December. It was either December 2017 or January 2017. I started up my you see since Sun and Moon, I've always bought both copies of the games. So
Okay.
I started with Ultra Sun and the day of release, but then later on I played Ultra Moon, and I decided that I wanted to use Decidueye again because that's what I used in Moon. So carrying on the starter, and by then I knew how to build it properly and give it the best stats possible. So I was resetting for a Jolly or an Animate Natured one because I just wanted to give it either a good boost in attack or speed because it definitely needed speed. But I kid you not, only 3 resets in, I found a shiny one.
Really?
Yeah, I still have it in Pokemon Home to this day. And the biggest kicker on that, it had an Adamant Nature.
Oh, that's awesome.
So not only did I get to use a shiny starter for the first time in my life, it also had one of the 2 natures that I wanted. So absolutely dumbfounded and shocked.
Now, did you keep it as a Rowlet or did you evolve it up to Decidueye?
I had to evolve it because it was my first playthrough team.
You had to, understandable, but still, that's a really that's crazy. Congratulations on that.
Yeah, if only I had that luck back when I was first started shiny hunting the Darkrai. I
Yeah, that
started
would be ideal.
I started shiny hunting that thing at 3 o'clock in the morning that day. God damn it!
Oh my gosh.
It was during a 24-hour stream, so it's like I had no other choice.
Yeah. And now it's just been cursed ever since.
Oh, you don't have to tell me twice. That's the only thing that's keeping me from making a channel trailer. That reaction.
Well, once it happens, you have to make a trailer. Just like
Um,
put in it like a little clip for it, like a little
I have already spoken with a video editor, and he's just waiting for me to find the damn Darkrai.
That is awesome. Well, it will be soon. For your sake, I hope.
I'm praying. All right, so out of the 18 types Pokemon has, which one is your favorite and why?
18. So this is going to be a long answer too, and I'm really sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead. We have good time window.
Perfect. So it used to be water when I was first growing up. I loved water Pokemon. And I took a little break from Pokemon like high school and college just because it wasn't cool. And that was really silly of young Colleen, but here we are. I stream on Twitch now. But now that I've come back to really love Pokemon in the last couple, maybe 5 years, maybe 6 years, I don't know. Whenever Pokemon Go came out, that's when I really got back into Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that Ghost is my favorite, followed by Fairy. I really like a lot of Ghost Pokemon. I think they have really cute personalities, and there's a lot of cuties like Pumpkaboo and Phantom, which I adore. And then I would say Fairy as well because that is a type that I haven't really that I didn't experience when I was playing through Pokemon when I was younger, and it came out I think when I was in college.
20.
Maybe I think that's when Fairy.
X and Y. So 2012 or 2013, one of the two.
Okay, so I was in college, so I wasn't really playing Pokemon then, but they added such great additions like Swirlix and Spritzee and Sylveon, and I really like all of them. And then Mimikyu back here is like my other favorite Pokemon. As you can see, it's like right there. So it's Ghost and Fairy. So
We gotta hydrate.
oh, hydrate. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I think. Let's see. Let's see. We have Shine Patrol. I think Sweet Set Ghost. Now you. So we have like out of this season, we have a lot of Ghost heavy favorites out of everybody.
It is spooky season, so maybe that's why.
Last year I did spooky season, but wait, was it last year or this year? Yeah, no, last year. Last year I did a little bit of spooky season, a little bit off track, but yeah, I need to I really got to get my hands on a horror game. I don't know which one though.
Yeah.
I already have plans to buy a new game in October, and so I can't really buy another game on top of that, so I have to figure out something.
Yeah, I don't really like scary games. I don't like playing them. I'll watch them. I'll watch someone on Twitch play it, but there's no way in heck that I'm playing it on my own.
I mean, because my mods pay for it, I played Amnesia, The Dark Descent, and then Machine for Pigs, and
Okay.
yeah, It didn't really spook me so much, but there were a few moments where I was like, "What the hell is this?"
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I would be like this the entire time while playing it. So how would I like hold on to a controller? I wouldn't be able to. So you're brave. You're brave.
I'm not braid. I'm just stupid.
Just
Oh, and I also saw
it's
you have.
spooky season.
And I saw you had those Joy-Con, so we both got the same Switch.
Yes, I love these. I have like a pro controller, but I only use it when I'm like playing on my TV downstairs. But they're so pretty.
I know they are. That's why I want to protect them, which is why I keep them in the Switch. I only use these in handheld mode.
Oh, gotcha. Probably a good idea, honestly.
Yeah. But anyway, my favorite type, it should be no surprise, it's the dark type. I mean, heck, my top 5 favorite Pokemon are dark types: Obstagoon, Greninja, Darkrai, Hydreigon, Umbreon. They're all dark types. But the main reason why dark type, yeah, but the main reason dark type is my favorite is because like I've always felt at ease and at home with dark type Pokemon. Like they always had like this bad rep where I mean, of course, dark is the evil type in Japan, but dark types are not evil. Dark types are not evil. I mean, the biggest example I can come up with is the episode with the Houndoom and Togepi in the Johto series anime. That Houndoom did not want to eat little Togepi. It protected her.
It's good at heart.
Yeah, dark types are always good at heart, and they're such like there's a lot of dark types have such amazing designs, and some of them might have some lackluster shinies, but there are some of them that do shinies just right. And on top of that, it's just like I guess it's because like I've always had like a dark a kind of a darker mindset, and just like I've had like I've had some pretty traumatic crap happen to me. So I guess like dark types are a little bit more at home with me than pretty much any other type. Uh, heck, I pretty much enveloped my entire Twitch career with dark types because I don't know if you know this or not, but I've done 7 different dark locks so far, where I've gone to each region and conquered them as the Dark King Zeo with nothing but dark types.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the latest one was Paldea. I'm currently doing it in Omega Ruby for Hoenn, and it's just gonna. I actually gotta do that tomorrow. So, not only do I don a cloak, I also don a crown,
Nice.
and I also
I
talk
like
in this.
that.
And I also talk in this weird accent, which I do not know where it derives from, and it just like became a thing of its own.
It's it's like a Scottish Irish accent almost.
Yeah, I can barely pull off my own accent. I'm just some rando from the middle of Tennessee.
That's okay. That's okay.
There is a dark type with the letter A. I'll have to think about that. I'll have to go through the alphabet. Alright, so, Colleen, out of all the Pokemon games that have ever been created, which one is your favorite? This can include the main series and the spin off games.
I would say all-time favorite is Pokemon Crystal. I love the Johto region, and Crystal, I remember playing it when I was a kid and being completely blown away that I could go back to Kanto. And I say to this day that it's still the best post game of all time, because my my little brain could not comprehend that you're telling me I could go back to Kanto and do that all over again and become another champion. I also really like the Johto region, so I would say that's like my favorite one of all time. For not main series games, when I was younger, it's Pokemon Coliseum, but I played a lot of Legends Arceus when I first started streaming, and that game has a special place in my heart. So
The same way
those
with
are
me
my
is.
favorite games.
Oh, sorry. The same way with me and Sword and Shield, because that's the game that got me started on my journey. So Sword and Shield always had a special place in my heart. I mean, to this day, my main channel logo's font is the sword font, and it'll be that from now until forever.
it's really good font. So
Yeah, it's a really good. Yeah, it's a really good. It's not my favorite game, but it is a really good game. But yeah, um, where's my mind? But anyway, when it comes to talking about my favorite Pokemon game, I have to divide it between three different categories because I can't pinpoint one select game.
fair.
I choose my favorite game based on I have three different answers. My favorite game based on the storyline, my favorite game based on the Pokédex it has, and my favorite game based on overall experience.
Okay.
So my favorite Pokemon game based on the storyline is Black 2 and White 2.
Yes.
Gen 5 always has a special place in my heart because they really they did something that they never did before when it came to Pokemon. And they really gave us a very mature story for the time it had. A lot of people love to give shit on the game, but if you actually go back and play the game and just listen and read the story, it's an absolute amazing thing. Oh, and yeah, by the way, Mikey, that Dark type you were talking about is Absol. I should have said that right at the beginning, but I was too busy. I was too busy chatting. But anyway, and also, Hugh is my favorite rival of all time, and I believe he is the best rival of all time because he's not in it for anything other than trying to save his little sister's Purloin, which again is a dark type, so
Oh,
kudos to him.
that's so cute. I didn't know that actually.
Yeah, he wants to kick Team Plasma's ass to save his little sister's kitty, so that's one of the reasons I like the guy.
That's so cute.
Yeah, you should go. Yeah, if you can try to go. If you can go back and play it. It's a really good game. Trust me.
I That's one of those games where I wish I played it when it first came out. But now they're like $200. It's
I
crazy
mean,
how much it
I mean,
is.
I mean, if you can download Desmumi and then use and download a ROM, you can still play it.
I know, but I'm the type of girl that just needs to have the physical game, and that's a toxic trait of mine.
Fair enough. I mean, I own a copy of Black 2, so I know exactly how you feel.
Yeah, yeah. But eventually my goal is to do a playthrough.
It's a
And
really good game. Trust me.
yeah.
But my favorite game based on the Pokédex is the is the Pokemon Platinum, and I
Okay.
also love the experience Platinum has. I mean, there's just really fun things to do with the game, and it's just really amazing game. Pokédex wise, it's just so there's a lot of dark type Pokemon in Gen 4 that I love, and then they brought in Garchomp, they brought in Electivire, they brought in so many amazing Gen 4 Pokemon. It's like, wow, this is an amazing Pokédex right here. But I have to say, based on overall experience, I have to say Heart Gold, Soul Silver because that was actually my very first introduction to Generation 2 because I never played the OG Gold, Silver, and Crystal. So
Nice.
it was that was my favorite. Um, I mean, when PLA came about, I would have said a little bit later that whoa, we are got a raid from Power Punch Plays, the OG guest of the show.
Welcome in, Raiders.
What is up, Raiders? Welcome into the show. Welcome in. I am Spence. This is the pokeNERDS Incorporated podcast. If you don't know this woman, her name is It's Colleen. Please drop her some love in the chat. Yo, how's it going?
Hi, friends.
It's going amazing, John. We're having a great time. We're laughing. We're learning stuff, and we're just having a great time. Oh, and fun fact, guys. John finally opened his package that he got for me, and he actually wore my pokeNERDS ink shirt today.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, he was the first guest on the show, so I had to show him some love.
Understandable. Well, welcome in, and thank you so much for the raid.
Only took me 4 days to open it. Yes, it did. It only took you 4 days. But yeah, again, thank you, John, for the raid. And like, I'm pretty sure for raiders who don't know me personally, I'm Spence. This is the Poke Network. I stream a variety of Pokemon content, challenge runs, Nuzlocke races, playthroughs, any and all things Pokemon. You got it right here. I'm just a Poke nerd. Sorry, I'm being unprofessional here. I think I got like a spam message going on right now. I'll have to delete that later.
They're the worst. They're
Yeah,
actually the worst.
yeah, weird guys. But yeah, we were just sitting here chatting about what makes us pokeNerds. So if you guys like what you see, sit back, relax, get to know us on a pokeNerd basis, and have fun. Also, if you want to help, if you also want to help me personally, I want to get to 2K followers before the end of the year and go do a 24-hour stream. So
You probably, when you get to 2K followers and you do that 24-hour stream, you will get that shiny Darkrai. I know it.
if I don't find it by then.
Well, for your sake, I hope you do. But if you don't, you'll find it then.
Yeah, I hope so. Love the giant springy potato. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And we're both wearing bow ties because for those of you that don't know, season 2 of pokeNERDS Inc. is dedicated to our very good friend, our brother, TheTrueTurbo, who unfortunately passed away in the last July. He was such an amazing person and such a big part of the Pokemon community, and I miss that guy. So yeah, we all wear bow ties for him. The season's dedicated to him. We love you, Turbo. Rest in peace, brother.
We love you, Turbo.
What is your least favorite? We'll answer that one. Could somebody redeem Mikey's points because that's a talking point for the show. But also, again, welcome in rares and everything. John, did you find any more shinies besides that? What was it that you found? You found that Hatana. That's the last one I saw.
Ooh, that's a really good one.
But yeah, those are my main games favorite wise. But if I had to choose like my favorite spin-off game, I would say XD Gale of Darkness. I played it.
I never played that.
I played it I played it last year, and it was such a great experience, and it was so freaking funny. How they were so freaking funny. The animations those things had.
Yeah, I never played Gale of Darkness and I regret it, but I watched someone do a playthrough of it recently and I was like, oh my gosh, this is not what I was expecting of this game.
I know, me neither. It was like I remembered a few things about the game, and like it was really a great experience to relearn it. The second I saw Mirror B again, I literally fell out of my chair laughing because I forgot he was a thing.
I know, I forgot that man existed. It's amazing. I love Mirror B, and he has the best theme song, I think, out of Pokemon. One of the best, I should say.
Yeah, he's got some good music.
He does.
All right. Well, Colleen, I don't know how much hate you have in your heart, but now we move on from our most favorite to our least favorite category. So, Colleen, out of all the Pokemon to ever exist, which one has grinded your gears the most?
So, this might surprise some people because everyone seems to really like it, but I hate Sneasel. I've always hated Sneasel and I don't know why. I think because I got so many shinies of it, not to brag, but I think Pokemon Go had like a research day where you can get like a lot of shinies of it. And ever since that moment, I have phased on it in I think it was in PLA. Was it in PLA? I don't remember if it was PLA. I know it was in Scarlet and Sword and Shield. I have phased on that shiny every single time. I despise that shiny and I despise that Pokemon because every time I see it, it run towards me. I'm like, stop it. And then I phase. Like, for example, my Pumpkaboo, I was shiny hunting Pumpkaboo because, of course, it's a ghost cute type Pokemon. And I had a Sneasel run into me and it was shiny. And I literally said, like, 2 minutes before, I'm like, I'm going to phase on a Sneasel. And what did I do? I phased on a Sneasel. So I despise that Pokemon.
Wait, if you were going after Pumpkaboo, then how did a Sneasel pop up around you?
It was in Sword and Shield, and I think the area that I was in, it was like hailing or something. I just know I had like a lot of Pumpkaboo around me, so I just kind of left it, and I regret leaving the weather as it was because I had a Pokemon. I think I had Trevenant on, so I had Harvest type, so I had lots of Pumpkaboo around me. So I was like, oh, I'm not going to change the weather. I regret not doing that.
I didn't know that Pumpkaboo actually spawned in the hail. I didn't think that was possible.
It does in I forget what area. I know it's in the wild area. So I forget where it was, but now I have to dodge it because I'm shiny hunting Amora and Phantom right now outside where the DAs are.
Yeah, I
And
saw that.
yeah, now
Yeah,
now now I have to avoid Sneasel again.
yeah, but you did phase on a Snom.
I did. It's cute. And I didn't want to phase, but I don't have Snom, so it's a cute yellow snow.
All right, get the popcorn out for this one because here's where I really embrace my hate.
Oh, I'm excited.
Hold on. There we go. For those of you that don't know, my least favorite Pokemon, believe it or not, is a dark type. And it is Alolan Persian.
Oh.
Allow me to explain. First off, the design. Alolan Persian is, in my mind, the ugliest Pokemon to ever exist, and that is beating Muck, Garbiter, Trubbish, Grimer, all the Pokemon that are based off literal garbage. I think it's the ugliest Pokemon ever. That stupid head makes it look like it swallowed a watermelon and it got stuck there. Its weird ass gray coloring is so faded out and gross to me. Like, I love gray coloring, but that shade of gray is just bleh. The blue gem shouldn't have been blue. It should have been red like it was originally. And just the way its smug look is so freaking off-putting. It's just
Do you not like the chubby cheeks?
I hate them. I hate them with a passion. Here's the second reason. And this one is the big slap to the face that they gave the Pokemon community when it came to dark types. Before Piers and Marnie were a thing, the closest thing we ever got to a dark type gym leader was Nanu, the kahuna of Ula Ula Island.
Mm-hmm.
And then, when you finally battle him, sure, his team is lackluster with a Sableye and a Krokorok, but then I understand that there is a very little amount of native dark type Pokemon to Alola. Fun fact, the only two native dark type Pokemon to be introduced in the Alola Pokédex were Incineroar and Guzzlord. 2.
That's not many. It's not many at all.
No. Hey, Coco.
Coco! Hi, Coco.
So, yeah, that was... But then, he could have used... I know he had to use an Alola Pokemon, but he could have just used the Alolan Muck, and that would have been a much better battle. But instead, he had to use that stupid, smug, piece of shit, punt to the sun, cat. I mean, I enjoyed every second I had of destroying that little sucker. But on top of that, they actually gave it a pretty decent ability in Fur Coat. Why give such a good ability to a Shitmon? And on top of that, its evolution method is stupid. Because you have to evolve it, be a friendship, and level it up at night. I don't want to befriend this thing! Its design is so ugly.
No.
Yeah, no for me. And then, here's the third kicker. Oh, and also, Shreks, that shout out that went to yourself instead of Coco for some reason. But anyway, the third reason. Speaking of Shreks, he made me shiny hunt the little bastard.
So sad.
100,000 channel points he submitted to make me shiny hunt Alolan Meowth because I couldn't shiny hunt the Alolan Persian by itself. But as that iCarly song goes, you think it's all over, but the joke is on you. The joke was on him because, as I am a Masuda juggernaut, I found it in 192 eggs in less than 4 hours.
So you only experienced a little amount of pain, not too much.
Those 4 hours felt like an eternity. I was going after Amane.
You didn't go over odds, because with your luck, with you hitting the Pokemon, it would have gone completely over odds for your Masuda luck, but it didn't.
There are a few Pokemon that have gone over my Masuda odds, that have gone far beyond Masuda odds for me. Some have actually gone, one has actually gone twice over. Yeah, Shiny Squirtle, that thing's a bitch. But anyway. But yeah, design, Nanu slapping me in the face, and Shreks are the reasons I absolutely despise Alolan Persian. and will despise it until the day I die.
Completely understandable and valid.
All right, so even though you're a shiny hunter, there's got to be a shiny that really gets under your skin. So, is it Sneasel is the shiny that you hate the most, or is there another shiny that was like, yeah, this thing sucks?
I think because I don't like Sneasel just because of my experience shiny hunting it or shiny hunting things around it and then me phasing on it constantly.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think of like least favorite shinies. Because I mean, I'm not impressed with Garchomp's shiny. I wish it was better because Gibble's such a great shiny and I love the light blue and yellow on the belly.
Agreed.
And I don't really like how Garchomp could look so amazing, but it doesn't. But I don't really have like a passionate hatred towards a lot of shinies. Just like I wish they just looked better. It's mostly the design of it that makes me a little angry. But besides Sneasel, I don't really in Garchomp, I don't really have like a hatred towards any shiny. I might have to like think about that. No, I'm sure it will come up like when we're talking about something completely different. I'm like, wait. But no, I don't really have one.
Well, for now, I'll consider Garchomp your answer. But for me, if Gen 9 didn't introduce these three shinies that absolutely suck, I would have told you Regice.
Mm.
But there are three Pokemon in Sword and Shield that have. I'm pretty sure you should know who it is by now. My least favorite is three because they're all the same thing: Charcadet, Armarouge, and Ceruledge.
I don't know why they did that.
They dropped the ball big time because RNGs don't design shinies anymore. People do. So whoever thought it was a good idea to just change the eye color of these shinies should be fired because literally the shiny is like, this is the regular me. Here's shiny me. No sunglasses. That's all they did. That's all they did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all they did. I've said this on every podcast to date. All they had to do was make Charcadet a burnt out charcoal gray color and then swap the color palettes of Armarouge and Ceruledge, and they would have been amazing shinies, especially Ceruledge. That would have been a bonkers shiny, but nope.
That would have been really good. I don't know why they didn't do that.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't either. It's just there's so much wasted potential in the shinies. I mean, when you get like Gibble, like you said earlier, when you get Gibble, you think Garchomp's going to be an amazing shiny, but it turns out to be a crap shiny. But Charcadet is already a shit shiny, and it turns into a shit shiny. So it's like, what are you expecting?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking when they designed that because, like you said, they have people actually designing it now. So I was very disappointed when my fiance and we were playing through and we both realized what the shiny looked like. We're like, oh, well, that's a letdown because that's like such a cool Pokemon.
I saw what it looked like on Twitter, and I was like, you have got to be kidding me.
I know. I don't know why they did that.
Oh god, so much wasted potential. Just so much wasted potential.
I agree with you on that one. It could have because I don't think I ever hunted it because it doesn't have a cool shiny. Like it has to have a cool shiny and I have to think it's cute of some sort and it has to have a cool shiny for me to hunt it. So
I will never hunt it until I am forced to. I will never hunt it.
I'm sure someone in your chat will force you to eventually.
We'll see. I believe you know Miss Rachel?
I do. Rachel's one of my mods.
Oh, then hi Rachel. Sorry I'm borrowing your streamer for a bit.
Hello, Rachel Queen.
Hi. All right, so as you said earlier, Ghost and Fairy, your favorite typings, but which one is your least favorite?
Least favorite. Hmm. I don't really know. I feel like I don't really know if I have one. I'm trying to go through all the typings like quickly in my head right now. If I had to like really choose, I mean, I use them and there's some like really cool like fighting types like Riolu. I would say fighting. I don't really, that's kind of like a if I had to choose one. Um yeah, I would say fighting. That might change again, but I don't really have strong opinions about my least favorite typing. I have really strong opinions of what I like, but sometimes when I don't like, I'm like, that's fine. So we'll go with fighting.
I mean, there's a good handful of fighting types that I like. I mean, actually, if you asked me a few months ago what my favorite fighting type Pokemon was, I would have told you Sawk. And a lot of people
Mm,
will shit on that Pokemon, but it saved my ass back in Black and White because it has a good fighting type, it has sturdy, and it did not get O-code by gets this Hydreigon.
yeah. So it
But
saved you, so now you like
yeah,
it.
but lately, my favorite fighting type turned into Annihilate because the new
Mhm.
moniker that we've had on my channel, literally, it's just a one word saying monkey.
Monkey.
No, not
That's so
monkey, monkey.
monkey. Monkey.
Yeah, thanks to that asterisk. Yeah, asterisk about that one. But yeah, definitely a fun time. But actually, this is where you may hate me personally because I despise fairy types.
Really?
Well, technically, there are 5 fairy types that I absolutely love and adore. The Alolan Ninetales, Mimikyu, Gardevoir, Togekiss, and Grimmsnarl. I love those 5. Every other fairy type, sorry, I don't
Mhm.
like them.
Oh no! Even Sylveon?
I mean, okay, that's 6. I can stand
Okay.
Sylveon. Okay,
Okay.
that's okay. I can
That's
stand
fine.
Sylveon. I can stand Sylveon.
Okay.
Every other fairy type I hate because first off, it added a weakness to the dark type, and dark type did not need to be nerfed. Dark type didn't need to be nerfed. But
That makes
then,
sense and why you don't like them because it did nerf the dark type. So I do apologize.
but another reason is that there are a good handful of fairy types that don't even need to be fairy type to begin with. Like all right, so I didn't actually know about this until the last podcast with Tina, but it turns out that even though like the main reason that Snubble and Gramble became fairy types, which they didn't need to be in the first place, because nothing about them says, "Hi, I'm a cute little fairy." Nothing says that, but it turns out that their Pokédex classification calls them the fairy Pokemon.
Dang.
Yeah, I didn't know that. And every time, like, Tina was actually, like, watched every podcast before because she was in my initial round of recruits. And when she told me that, I was like, oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. I looked at my phone, I was like, oh, what?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I've been
The more
saying it
you
all.
know.
Yeah, I've been saying it all this time, and I never knew. I still disagree with the fact that it should have been fairy types. Yeah. Plus on top of that, like, uh, what are the reasons why I don't like fairy types for? Nah. It kind of ties into our next talking point, so I guess I'll just roll on to that really quick. But
Yeah.
out of all the Pokemon games we got, which one would you say do you not like the most? Like, what am I saying? Like, which Pokemon game do you not like the least? Don't like. Yeah. Why can't I speak English? I'm a streamer. I don't speak English.
That happens. Happens. You can never speak as a streamer, even though you're fine, and then a camera's put on, and you're like, I forget words.
But yeah. So yeah, which Pokemon game do you say like you just don't want to play ever again?
As much as I like it, I don't want to play it ever again. Because I don't really hate a Pokemon game. It's rare that I hate a Pokemon game, but maybe because it was like I played a lot of it, I'm very burnt out from Scarlet Violet. And there's a lot of bugs and I feel like I can't enjoy it. I love the story, but compared to other Pokemon games, it just really hasn't held up for me as like a player. But I wouldn't say I hate it. I wouldn't say it's like my least favorite game of all time. But for enjoyability for myself as like a shiny hunter and just for like bugs, I would say it's probably my least favorite right now.
I mean, I can agree on certain points, but like I can agree with you on the bug factor and like another like PLA really introduced like the increased like shiny odds, like making shinies less valuable. But when they carried into the Scarlet and Violet, it was like, okay, why did they do this?
Yeah.
I mean, I kid you not. I kid you not. One stream in Scarlet and Violet, I found, I believe it was, ooh, Jesus, excuse me. I believe it was either 13 or 11 shiny Iron Jugulus in 4 hours.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was going for a marked one, but still, I still believe that Scarlet and Violet really just diminished the value of shinies, which is also why I tend to shiny hunt in older games. Like I was doing Sword and Shield Masuda hunts, and I'm diving into Masuda and SV. I'm not really going after a bunch of shinies in SV. I'm just trying to get the eggs.
Yep.
But
I'm the same way with the eggs, where I just mostly try to Masuda hunt. But it's rare that I like open up the game and just shiny hunt off stream. Because I don't even shiny hunt on stream with it anymore. And sad. Because I really like the story and I thought it was really good. And I still think it's really good. There's just certain aspects of it I don't like.
yeah, I can agree with that. I mean, hell, the Arvin story really brought me like it didn't make me bawl my eyes out, but it did really hit home with me because back when Scarlet and Violet was released, my cat Dominic, he was dealing with a lot of health issues at the time, so it really hit home with me. His Arvin storyline, I was like, oh my god, this hits so hard to home.
I'm so sorry.
He's still dealing with him to this day, but he's not as bad as he was.
That's good. I'm glad he's not as bad, but still. It's never fun when
I mean,
animals and pets have issues.
yeah, I mean, he's 15 years old, so I mean, that stuff happens when cats get older.
Oh, please give
Yeah.
him pets for me. I love kitties.
Well, if he comes on stream, I will.
Okay.
All right. But back to the talking point. My least favorite game actually ties in with the fairy type, which is X and Y.
Interesting.
So it's not that I have a very major hatred towards the game. There's still major aspects of it that I hate. Like, first off, I hate the fairy types. They didn't, like, I don't like them. I mean, certain of them I do. Some of them I don't. But this is where they really did a lot of hand holding and they just made the game way too easy.
Yeah.
Like, Mega Evolution was a great concept that I mean, obviously they ripped off Digimon, but they did something that they haven't done before, and it worked. But it made the game way too easy. I mean, you can get a fully evolved Mega after you defeat the third gym, and you can just clear the rest of the game with it. I cleared the entire game with a Greninja. It's not a bad Pokemon, but still.
Yeah. Where you could just focus on your starter and just it was an easy game to complete.
Yeah, I know. Like, too many rivals, first off, that just didn't need to happen. Just give us one dead set rival and just be done with it. You don't need 4. Just give us 1.
Yep.
And for those of us that love the shiny hunt, the starters, one of the longest intros for a shiny starter in Pokemon history. If not the longest.
That's rough.
I know, it's rough. I didn't go for it, but I know there's a good handful of my community that's going for it. AKA Shrix.
Oh my god. Yeah,
he's trying to find a full
dedication.
Yeah, he's trying to find a full odds frog.
Good luck. Good luck. Because
yeah,
that's a lot of patience that you need.
Okay, and here's the biggest reason as to why I hate the games. Okay, actually, I don't know if you've ever talked about this topic, but I will go down in history and keep saying that Gita is not the worst champion we have ever got. It's Diantha.
Fair.
People love, like, Gita gets shit because her team is shit, which is understandable. Her team is crap. But at least this woman is in her game. You see her more times, like, you see her twice as much as you do Diantha. I kid you not, outside of re-battling her for defending your championship crown, she only has four scenes where she actually speaks. When you first meet her in the cafe, at the monorail where you find her, and then not counting the champion battle, in a post game scene where she gives you a Ralts with a Gardevoir. Four scenes. You see this woman nowhere else. Sure, I get she's some sort of famous actress, whatnot, but you gotta have a champion that's in the damn game. You can't do that.
No,
Like
you
if you're
kind of
gonna,
need the champion. Like Cynthia was in like, Diamond and Pearl a lot.
yeah, like if you're going to put a champion in a game, you don't need to block the champion out of the game. You don't need that. Like I'm sure there are earlier games where the champion is almost non-existent, but they're a powerful adversary.
Yep.
Diantha was not. Sorry, Diantha was not. Mega Gardevoir, clear that with a physical attacker easily.
Yes.
But
That's fair. That's completely fair. And you have valid reasons on why you don't like it.
Come here. Come here, buddy.
Kitty.
Come here. There you go.
Kitty. Oh, hi. Oh my gosh, you're so handsome. So cute. I love kitties.
These are from Colleen, Dom. Hope you say hi to Colleen.
Ah, so cute. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he's a good boy.
So cute.
All right, so the next segment of the show is what I like to call the emote elaboration. So what I would like you to do is post some of your Pokemon-related emotes in the chat and just explain why they're a thing or where they came from. Just give us the scoop on your emotes.
Yes, definitely. Let me do. All right, so I'll do my first one. One of my first animated emotes. So, Psyduck. Why do I have a Psyduck emote? Good question, because Psyduck is not my favorite Pokemon. It's a good Pokemon, but it's not my favorite, if anything. Yes, So when I first started streaming, my community member and also really good friend, Jay, I guess I went over a Psyduck or something. He kept saying Psy, and it was confusing me. And I was like, what are you talking about? And then it took me 5 minutes to realize what he was talking about. I was like, oh, you're talking about Psyduck. So I have a Psyduck emote and a sound alert that says Psy. So and my community members, it was probably when I first started streaming, the first 3 months, and I was very nervous. And I was like, my streamer brain was constantly on. I mean, it's still constantly on, but it was more so constantly on. So I would say that's an inside joke within my community. Another one that I really like. Let's see. This is one of my favorites. It's just a comfy Rowlet, and it's shiny Rowlet, so and I really like shiny Rowlet.
That is so cute.
It is. It's so adorable. I have all of my. So I have a few Eevee emotes. I have Hisuian Zorua. I have shiny Gumi with a shiny Lux. So I have all of my favorite all of my favorite Pokemon. I feel as emotes. I'm working on something for Sprigatito right now, but more to come on that for my community in case anyone's watching. I don't want to spoil it. But that's coming soon. But a lot of my emotes are, all of them are all Pokemon, but I would say the Eevee Jam is one of my favorites because it's Cat Jam, and I love Cat Jam. I love Cat Jam, so I was like, I have to have an Eevee Jam. So, and This Is Fine is one of my favorite memes because it's constantly how I'm feeling on the inside, especially when I fail a shiny or I say something silly. So it's just, and I just love shiny Gumi. That's such a great shiny. So shiny Dratini used to be my favorite dragon, but now it's Gumi. So those are a few of my emotes. I'm excited for the Sprigatito emote. It's gonna be a shiny Sprigatito, of course, because he had to have the purple eyes.
Actually, a little correlation that I kind of like understood a little bit. It turned like I made this a little bit of a correlation like when I was shiny hunting it, but it turns out that Sprigatito's eyes are like kind of like that palish red color, but then it goes to a shiny violet color when it
Yes.
goes. So Scarlet, Violet, Sprigatito has scarlet and violet eyes depending on its form.
Oh, I love that. I
Yeah,
love that.
yeah.
Never even
Imagine you
realized
start
that.
Violet with a shiny Sprigatito. It's like what? But you can't do that.
No, no, that would be awesome, but no, sadly can't.
All right. Well, here are a few of mine. Here are like my three main animated emotes right here. Oh, it's jeez. So Beast on Baby Roll is my catchphrase. Like whenever I find a shiny, I usually yell Beast on Baby. It's kind of like it's kind of like a play on of Rock on Baby, but instead of Rock, I put Beast because Beast used to be my nickname. And for a can you let me share my own emotes, please? Bella. I'm trying to explain them one at a time, please. But anyway, those are three. Those are my three main. Those are my three main. Uh, Animated ones. Everyone I give everyone who I use the Zorua emote with, they love it. They love the little
It's
giggling
so
shiny Zorua. They love it every time I bring it up. They love it. Um, the Hydreigon Band Hammer. Like I wanted to initially like do like actual hammers at its arms, but Shay didn't think that'd be such a good idea or didn't really look right, so we made it design it on its arms. The problem is Shay's art style is a little bit more cutesy than menacing, so this turned out to be a little bit more cute than I wanted it to be. But
Shay's the best.
Shay's an amazing artist. I don't deny that, but I just wish this would. I mean, I just wish I would have like inputted more menacing. I mean, I actually got a few
Yeah.
pieces of her artwork in my nerd cabinet right here. I got that Chien Pao artwork, and I got Mega Houndoom up here, which is
Yes.
fucking sick under red light.
I have a few of hers too. A lot of my stuff is
Yeah, I can see
Shay.
the.
I love Shay.
I see the Zoro. I see the Zorua back there.
Yeah, I have to order more soon. Because she has a few out now that I'm like, oh my gosh, I love. She's such a great artist.
Yeah, I got to. I gotta save for a little trip coming up. But anyway, all right. Well, as Bella put in there, a lot of my emotes are based off of Dark type Pokemon because I'm just the Dark type guy. But a lot of there's a few of them that are not based off of Dark type Pokemon. For example, these two right here. My Shiny Luck emote is Regidrago because Regidrago is my very first on-screen shiny.
That's awesome.
So that's where I pay homage to that. And the Lantern emote is what I call Sushi with the Sushi headband. I fell in love with Lantern after I did a electric type only run in Shield, and it was a shame that unfortunately she died.
Oh, that's so sad. That's so sad.
Yeah, it was my own fault. It was my own fault. Uh, it was my own fault. Um, of course, because I mean these aren't Pokemon related, but of course I had to put nerd as my emotes.
Yes.
But also a good chunk of my emotes are based off the Obscure line because that's my mascot. I got these are these are the main ones right here. My Zigzagoon heart emote is my most used emote of all time.
It's a really cute emote.
Yeah,
Understandable.
yeah, it's really cute. But yeah, I mean, I got Rage. I got my tier 3 one, which no one uses because I don't have a tier 3 sub. Is my Piers Obstagoon Rock On guy. Like I
Aw,
asked Shay to fuse Piers and Obstagoon together, and she did a perfect job with that.
that's awesome.
And of course, just the OG Demon emo because that's what I call Obstagoon. I call all Obstagoons Demon.
Demon. Oh.
And I got High for Shiny Greninja High, Darkrai Lurk because Darkrai likes to lurk in the shadows.
Oh.
Well, those are just like the main ones. I mean, also got like a shine. I got both my Zoroark emotes are shiny, so I got Pog there. It didn't pop up on the screen there, but yeah.
That's really
Come here,
good.
buddy. Come here, buddy.
Oh, kitty.
Let me finish this up. I'm trying not to touch his neck because he's just got flea medicine yesterday.
Oh, hello. Hello, kitty.
But those are my main ones. I mean, I plan to get a shiny Alolan Vulpix emote
Oh, that's a
with
really
like
good one.
with sunglasses, with like a mug for something saying like chill,
Yeah.
and also a Spiritomb Pride emote because I'm not LGBTQ, but most of my community is, so I'm a major supporter of them. So I wanted to give them a Pride emote.
Yeah.
But
That's
yeah, it'll take
awesome. I
line being
added a
professional.
pride emote for June, and I just kept it because I was like, I'm an ally and it's we gotta celebrate Pride all year round. So I just kept it. Let me see if I can find it. It's so cute. It's an Umbreon, which you'll appreciate. It's
That is
so cute.
amazing right there.
It's very cute.
Yeah, that's amazing right there. But yeah, as soon as I can afford it, I'll get those things made. I don't know who's gonna make them though.
Fair. I love your Zorua emote. I as much as I love Hisuian Zorua, regular Zorua is such a cutie and such a mischievous little guy. And I love the shiny too, but it's a blue shiny, so I'm not
Yeah,
surprised that I like it.
yeah. Fun fact. A shiny Zoro kind of created a cult in my channel. Well, not my channel, Strix's channel. The
Oh my
story behind that
gosh.
was this. I'll explain the story behind that with the upcoming topic because that's where we move on to our next topic, which is shared experiences. So we pretty much share some of the greatest moments we've ever had on stream or maybe off stream. So what if you had like a top three favorite moments in your channel history, which one what would you select?
Top three.
Yeah, because I know everyone has like a giant basket full of moments. So if you could
I
pick three
know.
that like highlight who you are as a creator or like highlight your best achievements ever, which one would it be?
So, good question. So, one of them was my longest hunt ever, and you can't really, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it, but I got a tattoo recently. It's Pumpkaboo and Phantump.
Yeah,
It
I
just
saw it on
goes well.
Twitter.
Yeah, yeah. I have a lot of my tattoos are nature uh themed with video game fusion. So, um, one of the longest hunts I've ever did was for a Phantump. I'm on my second Phantump right now, but for my first Phantump, I think it was 3882. And that day, like personally, like I had like a really bad day. So I was like, I need to go on stream and just like vibe out with my community. It might have been the night that Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom was releasing. So I took off from work like the next day. So I was like just vibing with my chat, and I think I got it. Like I went like 3 times over odds because I have the shiny charm. It was an insane hunt. I really thought I was gonna go to 4,000 on that. I mean, it sucks that it got so close. Um, but getting shiny Phantom was probably the best moment, the most exciting moment of my entire um Twitch career, which is like so dramatic. But it's true. Um,
What about your little fox?
oh, Nickit, yeah, that went also 3 times over odds. That went really. I don't know what it's with when with cute Pokemon. I go really over odds, but I would say Phantom is like the best moment ever trying to get that stupid shiny. um, uh, the other moment would be getting my first, because I didn't really do DAs until after PLA came out. I wasn't really a DA girly.
Mm-hmm.
So I started doing DAs probably like last year, August, September time. And I think my first DA shiny was, I think it was Articuno. and I got it in 58 DAs, and that was like the best moment. And I think also that around that time I hit like 1,000 followers. It was like a lot of emotions for
Hmm.
me. It was like got my first DA shiny. I think I just hit 1,000 followers. It was a great and memorable moment for me and my community, because I never thought I would get that far in my Twitch career. Um, that's the second one. And then third, there's so many, because every stream I feel like has like a special moment and a special thing to it. Trying to think. I would say getting shinies. No, I have two. Getting shiny Sprigatito in Scarlet Violet before I got the shiny charm in like under 400 eggs or something. It was like super, or 100 eggs. I don't remember if it was 400 or 100. Huge difference, but I don't remember. I got that really, really quickly. Is getting shiny Sprigatito and also getting shiny Eevee in Scarlet Violet, because I never got shiny Eevee in PLA. And I still get really angry about it that I don't have shiny Eevee and PLA, because I played that game so much, and that's that entire like line I don't have. So I was determined to get all of the line in Scarlet Violet, and I did that. So that was super exciting. I know I
Congrats.
gave you four, but
Hey, that's fine. But before I ask you another question, we have another question from the chat. What is your favorite and least favorite legendary Pokemon? You have the floor.
Favorite and least favorite legendary. I really like Suicune. It's definitely one of my favorites. Again, it's Gen 2, so I'm not surprised that I really like it. I also really like Rayquaza and Articuno. So like I really like legendaries. I think there's like some really good ones. Um Least favorite? Hmm, favorite. Do the Ultra Beast count?
Mm, I'd say they're a subcategory of legendaries.
Yeah, I don't like a lot of the Ultra Beasts, but that's just because of their design, and they look like Digimon to me.
You gotta
So,
hydrate.
oh, thank you for the hydrate.
Thank you, thank you.
I would say the Ultra Beasts. There's some really good ones, but there's other ones where I'm like, why is this a thing? But they are really easy. Most of the time, they're pretty easy to beat in DAs. So,
My favorite, because I'm a Gen 3 baby, is Rayquaza.
yep, it's a good one.
Yeah. But on top of that, because of all the pain this thing caused me in DAs, my least favorite legendary is Landorus.
Oh no!
Um, like
Oh no!
Landorus was my Zygarde before I started going after Zygarde.
Oh gosh!
Landorus was such a pain in the ass, such a pain. I did it for 3 months and I raged. I mean I did it for a few months and then I rage quit for about 3 months and then I went back onto it. So it's like it took me 8 months altogether between
That
going after
is
it and rage quitting.
I'm so sorry.
I've dealt
That's
with
so
worse.
long.
I've dealt with
So
worse.
yeah, I can understand. I don't like the genies that much. So
I mean,
I would put
I
them this.
the only genie I like is Thunderous.
Okay,
All
that's a
right,
good shiny.
but back to the topic at hand.
Yeah.
Have there ever been a moment where your Twitch life and your real life like collided together? Because I've actually met some of my mods and my VIPs off stream, obviously. So has there been like a moment where like Twitch became reality for you?
So that was recently. I went to Pokemon Go Fest in New York City, and I remember like I was excited because there's a lot of like streamer friends of mine going, but I was so nervous because I was like, what if what if they don't like me? That's usually like my fear is like,
That
what if like I'm not what they're expecting and it's awkward? Um, but I was able to go to Pokemon Go Fest and it was so much fun. I met so many streamer friends of mine. I met one of the people that I watched like years before I started Twitch streaming. I watched a lot of their streams and I met him, and there was like so many moments where I was like, holy crap, like this is you're actually real people like me. And I would say that was a really, really fun weekend. And my fiance came with me because I was like, let's this we both play Pokemon Go like um casually. Like we go, I mean, I guess not so casually, but we go out every day and just like walk around our neighborhood. So we started playing that together when it first came out. So going to Pokemon Go Fest and bringing him, and he's also my mod. He's I think he's in chat right now. But he's kind of a forced mod. He kind of has to. But meeting them was such a great moment. And then I also met some other friends that they're not really Pokemon people, but they play. One of them plays a lot of Pokemon, but a lot of them play like Minecraft and Starfield, more variety. But I met them back in, was it? I think I met them in May. They were coming to New York City, and not to dox myself because that's a thing that I do on my stream, but I live close-ish to New York City. I live in the tri-state area of New York City. And I met them, and they're the type of people that will probably be my forever friends. We have a tight group, and meeting them was probably like one of the most exciting moments, and like moments that I'll probably remember for the rest of my life because they have been like, yeah, I have IRL friends, but these people just get me. They understand Twitch, they understand Pokemon, even though they don't play Pokemon, they understand it, and we could just talk about whatever. So I would say those two moments, Pokemon Go Fest, and then meeting a lot of my um, other friends like in May. I thought that was great. So I'm sure there will be more to come, but that was when I realized, oh crap.
Yeah, I mean, most of my mod team aren't like pure pokeNERDS, but they're pokenerd enough that I have more enough respect for them. And on top of that, meeting half of them and then meeting my VIPs IRL for 3 days and hanging out and just streaming with them as well. It just really opened my eyes as to how just simply sitting in front of a monitor and playing some Pokemon led me to some of the best friends I've ever had.
Yeah. It's crazy that Twitch did that because that's when I first started streaming because I was like, I need friends that understand me. And now I have so many people that just get me, and they live all across the country, which sucks, but I'm really happy.
Yeah, I can understand that. But that's really the only like IRL Pokemon thing I can come up with. But in terms of like some of the best moments I've ever had on stream, like my top moment to this date is the fact is you remember the 151 challenge that was hosted by Nomi and Nerd Out?
Yep.
I was a part. I literally got in there last minute, and I have one of the best shinies of the entire competition. I'm the guy that found the shiny Dragonite.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's why I got like my 3 certificates back there. Those were from the 151 challenge right here.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I mean, I was going for a Nidoran, but then all of a sudden I see this one little green shiny Tootsie from the corner of my monitor, and I'm like, holy shit, it's a Dragonite! And I
Oh my
zoomed
god.
after that thing.
Wow. That was that like the one that like the only one that was found
That
during
was
that challenge?
I believe it was the only Dragonite found. Like
That's
the only
awesome.
I believe it was the only Dragonite found.
That's
But
amazing.
uh, I mean, uh, like Nerd Out actually highlighted that clip on their on their Twitter page before like the big video release, and I was like, oh my god, they actually used my clip for their Twitter.
That's so cool.
Yeah, Jack himself has actually quoted me multiple times saying like thank you for the epic shiny Dragonite, because there's a moment in the 151 video where it's like he's pacing back and forth and he's like, our pacing was incredible, the screen goes black, it was only a matter of time before something truly epic happened, and all of a sudden me.
Oh, that's so cool.
I know, like like getting like that personalized clip, getting that personalized moment in the 151 video, like I don't deserve it, but I'm just glad that they took notice of that Dragonite.
Definitely. That's I'm sure that's one of the core memories for you.
Oh yeah, yeah. I literally got out of work the same day, and I was tired as hell, and I'm like, oh my god, I actually did it.
That's awesome. That's so cool. Congratulations on that. That's
Thank you,
amazing, shiny.
thank you. But also speaking of Let's Go, two of other my best reactions happened on Let's Go. It was first, it was a Nidoran, um, that I was actually over the ledge when it popped up, and I had to run all the way around on Route 23, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna fail this. To my shock, it didn't despawn, and it was hiding in the bushes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Bella, put the Nidoran clip in the chat, and Colin can take a look at that sometime. But the other one was one of my longest hunts to date. I did the Let's Go Alolan Vulpix trade hunt. Do you know that you actually get shinies that way in Let's Go?
Yes. My friend Beer Dad is currently doing that. Like
Oh yeah, I remember Beard
he
Dad
works.
doing that. Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Beard Dad is
yeah.
doing one. Yeah, I went for the Alolan Vulpix, and it took me 3 months and 4,041 trades, and I finally got it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I was actually doing it for an SBQ, and I'm like, yeah, I'm just choosing this really long, treacherous hunt to continue this. I mean, if I
Wow.
went for regular Vulpix, my run would have been a lot quicker, but I wanted a Alolan Vulpix. I wanted a Alolan Ninetales.
They're really good, so understandable. They're really good shinies.
Yeah, amazing shinies. Uh,
Awesome.
uh, let's see. There's such many good memories. There's just so much I've done on this channel. I mean, heck, just
Yeah.
starting the PokeNERDS Inc. podcast was just an event of itself. I mean, I didn't think in a million years that I would actually like get up the nerve to actually start a whole podcast series. But I'm just really happy that I not only have met such amazing people that actually want a chance to get to know me, but also have taken the time out of their lives to sit down with me and just chat about Pokemon stuff. I mean, that means more to me than anything else. I don't care if this series never like goes into fame and fortune or anything like that, but just sitting here and chatting with you guys just really makes my day, and it really makes me think that I'm actually good enough to be here and do this stuff.
Definitely. In this podcast, you've had on so many impactful guests, and you're going to do great things, and you're doing great things, and you'll continue to do great things. So it's awesome to see you flourish into such an amazing creator.
That means more than me and you'll ever know, Colleen. That means more than me and you'll ever know. And somebody redeem Mikey's questions, because we're actually going to discuss that topic here in a little bit. But actually, before we discuss that, I actually accidentally skipped over a point, so we're going to rewind a little bit. And I
Yeah.
want to know what your very first experience with Pokemon ever was. Like, what was the first thing you remember when it comes to Pokemon? Games, cards, anime?
Mm.
What was like the first thing you remember about Pokemon?
So the first thing that I remember about Pokemon is my cousins. They're a bit older than me. They're like 5 to 7, 8 years older than me. So Pokemon kind of just came out when I was in kindergarten, and they had these like Pokemon cards, and I went over my aunts and I was like, "Oh, what is this?" And they're like, "Oh, it's Pokemon." So they're like showing me all the cards that they had, and then they gave me a card because I was like really into horses at the time. I still have the card. It's in one of these closets, but in my old binder. But the first time, my first like Pokemon card was Ponyta, um, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. And ever since that moment, I've been really into Pokemon, and then it kind of just exploded where they were at book fairs. So like I have like a coloring book. Was it a coloring book? No, it was like a drawing book where you can like kind of learn how to draw Pokemon. I still have that. Like Pokemon was such a big part of my childhood, and I'm so grateful that I'm still into it. But yeah, that was my first, I think, moment with Pokemon.
That's amazing. I actually got
Yeah.
some OG cards myself. They're in one of my ETBs in my nerd cabinet down there.
Oh, nice.
But what got me into Pokemon, well, the first thing I remember Pokemon wise was actually the anime. So what happened here was I don't know what the hell that I don't know what the hell that was.
Interesting.
Okay, do not know what that's going on in chat. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So the anime got me really into. Actually, the anime is what got me into Pokemon in the first place. So, it was a VHS tape with the 3 episodes: Pokemon Shipwrecked, Isle of the Giant Pokemon, and Tentacool. And Tentacruel is what kind of got me into it at first. Just watching the
Ah,
anime, definitely is something that really like it just really mesmerized me a lot, and it was just like really amazing. And like afterwards I got introduced to the card game, because even to this day I still have no idea how to play the card game, but I just loved seeing these cards. And I've only been recently opening up card packs on stream. I mean heck, every 5 subs or every 500 bits I open up a pack, and I send some of them to my mod Strix because he likes electric types. So fun fact
nice.
Fun fact: when I met him IRL, I gave him a stack full of cards. He hates Morpeko, and I gave him a Morpeko card hidden in that stack. And when he pulled it up in front of me, he just started ripping it up right in front of me.
Oh my gosh.
I know, it was funny as
Oh
it
my
was funny as
gosh.
it was funny as hell. It was funny as hell.
That's amazing.
I know,
That's amazing.
it was absolutely funny as hell. But
I love
yeah.
that.
Yeah, it was just a really good experience.
Yeah,
It was just a really good experience.
definitely.
But yeah, then I started playing the games. My first game was Sapphire, and it just took off from there. What was the first game you played? Was it Crystal or was it Red, Blue, Yellow? Which one?
So I didn't really have like a Game Boy like when I was like in kindergarten, but my one friend did, and they were playing Pokemon Yellow, and I always say that's like my first game because that's like when I was playing it. I think it was Yellow was my first like game that I like played, and then eventually I got my own Game Boy because I was like I would like this. So my parents got me a pink Game Boy because of course they did. Of course I got a pink Game Boy, and then I got the games for my Game Boy, and it kind of I would say Yellow was my favorite because I love that Pikachu could follow you, and it still makes me mad to this day that it took them so long to like recreate that into the games. I think it was like Heart Gold Soul Silver was the first kind of game since Yellow. I could be wrong though. That just follow you in the games.
Yeah, that was fun.
It
Sorry.
was. It was.
All right. Okay. All right. So we got that back out of the way. So next comes the last talking point of the stream. Well, actually, the second to last is Pokemon news. So there's not much Pokemon news to share. So what I would like to do is to just discuss. You've played the Teal Mask, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
So I wanted to get your opinions on that, because when we did the podcast with Tina, it was a few days before the release of it, so we just speculated a
Okay.
little bit. So, what are your overall thoughts on the Teal Mask? And like Mikey was asking, like, how do you feel about Ogerpon?
So are spoilers allowed? And if that's fine, if I need to talk more general, that's fine.
Well, well, because it's been out for over a week.
Hmm.
So I think it's fair to say that we can talk about it without having to put like a spoiler warning or anything. So I think
Okay.
it's safe to talk about it.
Okay, perfect. I always like try to respect because some people just don't want to have spoilers. I have like no spoilers, like talk generally about the game in my channel because don't want someone to get spoiled just in case. So just would like to ask before going into it. But I I really liked the teal mask. I had like no expectations going into it. I played it off stream with my fiance. I just like to do gameplay off stream. It's one of those things where I feel like would get distracted on stream, so I just like to do it off stream, do it at my own pace, kind of enjoy it, not really have to react to it live. So when we first started playing it, I was like, this is it. First of all, besides like the bugs and it being buggy, that I feel like there's a lot of like lag issues and it made me nauseous. But besides that, if we're talking about the story, I really liked it. I fell in love with Ogrepon. I had no idea. I mean, I had an idea of what it would look like. Just we just saw the teal mask, but I didn't know where it was going with the story. It was so cute. I would say that's definitely one of I would say my favorites now. It's super cute, and I just love the stars in its eyes. Um, I got really annoyed by, and I know this is like a controversial opinion, by Kieran. Um, I just was like, oh my gosh, like it's fine, it's gonna be fine. I mean, there was a to be continued at the end of it, but
I like
I got
I I
really
like how
annoyed.
he went from timid kid to like full blown edgelord by the end.
I know he did. He really did. But for some reason, I don't know if it's because it's a kids game. I didn't really understand. My fiance had to explain to me, but I was like, how did you go from like this timid kid to like hating us? For some reason, that didn't connect for me. I don't know if I just missed something, but he was fine. Carmine at first kind of annoyed me, but I was fine with her. But I
I
love
love her. I love her.
you do.
I love her.
Yeah,
I mean, yes, her dialogue can be annoying for some people, but we needed a douche canoe, and I love it.
I know. It was a long time coming to have that type of character because we haven't had that type of character in a really long time.
Especially a
Um,
female douche canoe. We need a female
yeah,
douche canoe.
yeah,
I love that. She quickly became my new favorite SV character.
yeah, yeah. I appreciate her towards the end. But
Yeah.
I love the Pokemon in there. I love um the Pokemon that they added. I have a few that I'll probably shiny hunt like off stream. Like Jangamo. I absolutely adore Jangamo. I love the little heart on its head. Oh, and I love Cutie Fly. And I have to get a shiny Slugma because, of course, you have to get a shiny Slugma. Um,
Yeah.
I
As
thought
long as
it
you
was
don't pull a Shine
good.
Patrol.
Yeah, he
That tweet
missed
blew.
his right.
He didn't even notice. That float, like he missed it so bad it full blown
Yeah.
blew up on Twitter.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought I saw a clip on Twitter. Like I was like, oh wait, he didn't even notice because it blends in so nicely with the surroundings.
That's why I tell people that if you're gonna shine on Slugma, do it at night because you can see it better.
Yes, that is true. That's actually a good tip. So thank you.
But yeah, I also like the story of the teal mask. I should have figured that the three chain guys were actually bad guys because of their
Yeah.
ability, because of the poison chain ability, toxic chain ability. I should have figured they were bad guys, but I just didn't like click. It didn't click on me right away.
Yeah.
So I wasn't shocked, but I wasn't surprised either. Like I knew
Yeah.
something. I knew like something like that was coming. So it's like, yeah, they just pulled another Houdini on us, I guess.
They did. They did.
All right. Well, also, what did you think of the parent side quest? I love the new Ursaluna.
Yes, I thought it was so cool that they like put PLA into the story because like I said, it's definitely one of my favorites. And I love what they did with it and I'm hoping that we see more PLA Pokemon. Obviously, we have like the Growlithe that's in there, the Ursaluna, the was it Blood Moon or something?
Yeah, Blood Moon.
Um, yeah. So I liked it a lot, and I wasn't expecting it for some reason. Again, another one I wasn't expecting. I don't know what
Literally,
I was expecting.
the day before, like literally 20 minutes before I went live doing her side quest, I got spoiled on what the hell it was because I just scrolled through YouTube looking for music, and all of a sudden, Austin John Plays video thumbnail was like new Ursula uniform. I was like, God damn it, dude!
No. I hate that. I hate that.
One
I'm
of my
so
earbuds just flew out of
sorry.
my ear. Oh, there it is. All right, I got it back. All right, but yeah, I would have loved if it was a dark type. It'd make a perfect dark type, but nope.
I I think you're right. It would have been perfect because of the story behind it.
Yeah, I absolutely love it. All right, well, this isn't really Pokemon news. This is Pokemon community news. For those of
Yes.
you that don't know, you should know, our boy Reversal has been going after a shiny Feebas for the past 4 years. A 1% Feebas in Sword and Shield for the past 4 years. I believe it was the 12th he got it, so 11 days ago. 11 days ago. Reversal finally found his shiny Feebas, 1% Feebas via fishing in Pokemon Sword and Shield. And he has given out an open PSA to allow people to react to his Feebas video, whether it's on stream, YouTube, or whatnot. So, Colleen has never seen this video. I've never seen this video. You guys have probably not seen this video yet. So, we're going to take the time to sit here and we're going to watch the video, guys. We're going to sit here and watch the video. Now, I just need to make sure I am. No, hold on. This is going to look weird for just 5 seconds, but just bear with me for a minute.
No worries. Take your time.
Okay, so I need to make sure this looks right on mobile. Okay, that looks good. All right, so this is actually my first time reacting to any type of Pokemon related video, so I actually can't see much what's going on the other end. So chat, make sure you're make sure no weirdos come in chat. So this is Reversals. So we're gonna watch 4 years of struggling in 15 minutes. So let's go ahead and watch this.
You guys ready? Let's go.
Also, let me know if I need to turn up the music, the video, guys.
And this is the start of a journey. I've spent almost 4 years of my life trying to find a shiny Feebas in Pokemon Sword and Shield, and today I am happy to announce that I finally found the shiny Feebas. This video you're watching right now is the first of 2 videos I am making about this hunt. This video will show you a bit of the history leading up to the Feebas encounter. However, the second video, which will be released at an undisclosed time because I don't know when it's done, will be called Reversal's Quest to Find Shiny Feebas. It will be a mini documentary in which I go into great detail about my thoughts, my feelings, and even my breaking points in trying to find this shiny. Once again, I want to do this video justice, so I don't know when that video will be done. It could be somewhere in a year from now. If you eventually want to see
hold on. Abella, to answer your comment, yes, Reversal has given out an open PSA for allowing people to react to this video. So this is perfectly fine. He has given open permission for anyone to do this. So as long as we don't delete his name, like his name, right here, as long as we don't get rid of that, we are perfectly fine. And I could post this whole podcast to YouTube, and it'll be perfectly fine. So we're good.
See that video and the story that goes along with that video, consider subscribing to the channel right now, and please do enjoy part 1 of me getting shiny Feebas. So to help you understand the significance of this hunt, you need to first understand exactly what makes this hunt so difficult. So starting off in Pokemon Sword and Shield, the chance of finding a shiny Pokemon is 1 in 4096. However, with the shiny charm, you become 3 times more likely to get a shiny Pokemon, making it 1 in 1365 for any shiny encounter. However, the Feebas encounter at route number 2 has only got a 1% chance of spawning. When I started the shiny hunt, the DLC was not released yet, so the only place for me to get a Feebas was route number 2. So this means that there is a 1 in 136,500 chance to find a shiny 1% Feebas. And of course, I found a lot of shinies. I found a shiny Chudo at cast 128. Oh! Oh my days! Yes! A shiny Magikarp at cast 580. Oh my days! Another shiny Chudo at cast 996. No way. For real? Magikarp at 1425. No. What the? How am I getting shinies but I'm not getting Feebas? Another Magikarp just 1,000 encounters later at 2,480. Oh! What? No way! Another shiny Magikarp at 3,472 casts. Hey, let's go, baby! Shoo! Shiny Chudo number 3 at cast 4,428. Oh, yes! Let's go! Shiny Chudo! Yes! Oh, that's amazing! And then there was nothing for almost 9,000 encounters, until there was this shiny Chudo at just over 13,000 casts. Oh! Yes! Oh! Let's go! Finally! Oh! Oh, I did... Yes! 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 Oh! You got my point. There were a lot of shinies. In fact, there were so many that it would be a shame not to do a small compilation of some of these golden reactions. Oh! Let's go! What? No way! 4 shinies!
Okay, it's go time.
Oh, come on, you stupid YouTube ads.
1 screen! Oh! Let's
The
go!
movies are so.
Oh! Let's go! 6 gas! This is the last shiny! Are you joking me? No way! Let's go! Woohoo! Let's go! Finally! Oh! Oh! That's the 3rd one today!
He just looks dumbfounded right there.
Yo! No way! Let's go! Oh! Let's go! How's your shiny looking today? Been decent.
Oh, I like shiny Obstacle on that screen.
Nice! Shiny Judo! Hey! Shiny Magikarp, let's go! It's even weirder that I got a shiny Magikarp at this moment when I'm talking about something I'm frustrated with.
What did you say?
Let's go! It's been a while, Bowser Jr. Sadly, in the last 3,000 encounters, almost I've not seen a single shiny, but hopefully that will be changing.
Speak of the devil.
Yeah, beat it. I got 4 shinies today. 5! I got 5 shinies today! Let's go, baby! Shiny Carpador! That's German for Magikarp. Anyway. So yeah, I hope you like some of these reactions, as we're actually posting some of these reactions as well for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. We're currently playing that as well, and we're getting really close to 400,000 subscribers. So if you enjoyed this video and you want to see some more, consider subscribing, please. Anyway, something really special happened on day 133 of me trying to get a shiny Feebas full-time every single day. At cast 88,645, I managed to find shiny Feebas. Wasn't shiny. At cast 88,645, I managed to find Feebas number 1,000. Hey! The Kappa summoned the Feebas! Let's go! 1,000 Feebas! We did it! Do I catch it? I should catch it, right? Hell no! You think I'm gonna catch that? So 1,000 Feebas is actually quite insane, but I don't think many moments beat this moment of actually hitting odds on the Feebas hunt. After 228 streams of doing Feebas full time, I actually managed to hit odds during the shiny Feebas hunt. Be a Feebas, be a Feebas, be a Feebas, be a Feebas! No, it's just a Galarian Feebas. No. This moment of hitting odds happened over 3 years ago, back when I was still very motivated to go for the Feebas. But eventually, after you hit odds, you really start to wonder when you're gonna be getting shiny Feebas. And then internally, there were a lot of battles with me just battling it out whether or not this hunt was gonna be worth it. So obviously,
I feel this exact same way with Darkrai right now, but I'm like 4 times over odds.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, But anyway.
You got some more shinies. Wow! Hey, shiny Judo! Oh, what's that? Oh my god, I just got one, just as I said it! Oh, there it is! Shiny Magikarp, number 100! Let's get it! Yes! Boom! Back to back! Oh my god! Back to back shiny! Oh my god! Shiny Magikarp!
Ew, Brooks fish.
Let's go! Yo, shiny Judo number 60!
That there is a perfect example of a man losing his mind.
Yeah, he is losing his mind. I don't blame him.
No offense, reversal, but yeah, I don't know what you were thinking doing that.
It's crazy.
9! Noise. Oh, shiny Magikarp! Yes! Oh, shiny Chudo! There's not a shiny Feebas. Oh, shiny Chudo! Yes! What the hell? Wait, that's only 17 encounters. This is the last one. Oh, hello. So we got a shiny Chudo, but we don't find a single Feebas today. And then eventually, I stopped.
Uh-oh.
This is so sad.
Sorry, bro. There we go, all those SV moments.
A lot of.
Oh, you copying me? Not really, but cool Dragonite, bro. What the hell? $650? This guy must have really wanted him to go back to that Feebas.
Yeah, seriously. That's crazy.
Like, damn. Keep watching.
Feebas is back.
The nightmare returns.
Do it! Oh my god, here we go! We're back, chat! We're back! Oh my god! So, context. I have a Gastrodon in the front of the party. The Gastrodon is fainted. That means we do have increased odds to find Feebas.
Again, YouTube ads.
No pesky.
Oh hey, a One Piece ad. I actually would like to watch this, but we have to watch the video.
Throwing it out there. Darn it! Come on, that could have been a Feebas! Oh, what the no! That could have been a Feebas, man! You're very confused. Ah, me too! Because that is not a Feebas shiny, but a Magikarp shiny! What? Oh, no! Wrong fish! No! Come on, man! How many times? No!
Oh yeah, the day before the TL Mask released.
Yes.
First encounter Feebas, holy moly. Come on, we need to find way more Feebas than this. Today's the last day. We have a chance of getting this this shiny for a while. Give it a moment, Pika. I'm adjusting.
There it is.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god, he's here! Oh my god! Oh my god!
I think he's actually crying.
I would be crying too. Honestly, that's such a fun hunt.
Holy!
Fun.
Oh my god!
That's the man. That's the face of a man who's suffered for 4 years for that.
It's actually
No,
real.
no, long
It's
hunt.
actually
I could
real.
not do
can't
that.
believe it.
No.
I don't know what to say. We're gonna use bees balls. Yes! Yeah! I got it! The name is Citolim, which is Milotic backwards, which I think is very fitting because my name is reversal. So this is the name. Nobody guessed it ever. 236,184 encounters, 3,822 feebas, over 3,000 hours hunting, 472 streams. I started this hunt 1,383 days ago. I finally got shiny feebas. And this is the start of a journey. It's ended. It's freaking over, dude.
Great job, brother.
Oh my god.
Great job.
Awesome.
The day before the DLC, it's actually happened. It's actually happened. Here's an interesting one. 3 years ago, I bought a second Nintendo Switch for this moment. I will not trust anybody with my most prize-possessed Pokemon. Oh, it's been in the charging box so long, the battery's dead. I need to charge it up. People will always ask me stuff like, what are you gonna do when you get it? I just never imagined I would. This caught me so off guard. I think noises came out of my mouth that I've never... I'll probably watch the clip back later and then I'll probably cringe to death. But that's fine. Will we ever do a 1% again? Let me think about that. Would I ever do a 1% ever again? No, I won't. Are you crazy? Doing another 1% hunt? This took me 4 years of my life. You seriously think I'm ever gonna do this again? Oh no, I have 2 character to make. Let me check the other Switch. Then why on earth did I buy this Switch then? Oh my god, this is so scary. It's time. It's evolving. No!
It's still gonna happen, but
Oh, thank God! Oh my
You got
God!
so
I
scared
thought it
right there.
interrupted it. That is how I finally got my shiny Feebas. Feels good. I of course evolved it to Milotic as well because Milotic shiny is amazing. So I want to thank Oliver for helping me trade this Feebas back and forth. He posted a really cool celebration picture as well on Twitter. He's also a content creator, so I'll drop his links in the description down below. He makes amazing videos and he's a really fun stream to hang out in. Cannot recommend him enough. Let's try to help him get to partner on Twitch. Also, if you want to see all the shiny reactions or just data on this hunt, there is a spreadsheet linked in the description down below. Mr. Shiluk went out of his way to gather all the clips and all the data from the hunt to pile it into this spreadsheet. So big shout out to him as well. And of course, Dupe Silts, my editor, who went through countless of hours of footage and hundreds of clips to make this video happen. So the big question remains, will I ever do a hunt like this ever again? I don't know. Probably not. The truth is that getting shiny Feebas, I will always consider my magnum opus in the world of shiny hunting. It's literally the hunt that gave me a career on Twitch and has allowed me to connect with so many other people in the world. Just by being a guy with his fishing rod at route number 2, just endlessly pursuing that 1% shiny Feebas. I don't think I want to try and beat that. It's too epic to try and beat that. But that doesn't mean I won't challenge myself in other ways, which you will see up on this YouTube channel in the coming year. And I hope you'll be around to watch me face those challenges as well. Thanks for watching.
okay.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that's amazing stuff right there.
I was actually like, I wasn't feeling well that day, so I had his stream on. I was like laying in bed, and he got it, and I was like, oh my God, like I'm here for that moment. So I was so happy to be there looking at his stream when I wasn't feeling well. That made my day so much better. I'm so happy he got it. That's a crazy journey. It's such a long journey, and I'm glad that he never has to do that hunt ever again.
Yeah, I'd be happy too. And sometime during that, we've had a crap ton of frame drops. I don't know what happened there.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
That's what happens sometimes.
Yeah, normally it doesn't happen because I use a dynamic bit rate, but I turned it off because the last time I did that, the stream disconnected a few times, so I wanted to have this one dead set podcast.
That's fair. That's fair.
But yeah, reversal, congratulations, and hope you
Yay!
and enjoy it big time.
Congratulations, reversal.
All right. All right, so now we come to the final topic of the podcast, which is I like to give the guest a chance to talk about any future plans they have and some goals that they hope to achieve. So, what do we got in the future for It's Colleen?
So in the future, I'll still be shiny hunting. Um, I would like to start posting videos on YouTube. I should have been doing this before, but I've been downloading my VODs. But my goal is to start posting on YouTube just because it's always been something I want to do, but life has just been throwing me, curveballs recently where I have not had the energy to do so, but eventually I would like to. I'm still going to be probably shiny hunting in Sword and Shield a lot still. Eventually I would like to post on YouTube, like I said. Twitch partner would be great. That's a goal. But I'm not going to do like oh, thank you for the hydrate.
Oh,
I'm
thanks,
not going to
Mike.
do I don't think like a partner push just because I want to get there naturally. If that doesn't happen, that's fine. Um, but those are my goals to start posting on YouTube regularly and eventually get to Twitch partner. I've made a lot of great goals and made memories along the way, so I'm excited to keep doing it.
Yeah, it's always good to have a couple of good goals in mind, especially that. I mean, I don't know if I'll ever hit partner. I mean, that's like a kind of like a bucket list goal at the moment at the way
Yeah.
at what I'm going at. But right now, I'm just here to have fun and just enjoy my time here and share my Pokemon experience with everybody. Even if what I do doesn't like appeal to the masses, I'm still gonna do it because this is Pokemon experiences that I want to share with everybody.
Yep.
But for those of you in my community who have been patiently waiting, I told them that I would give them the formal announcement as to whether I would take the Scarlet Darklock into Kitakami, the DLC for Scarlet and Violet. So,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, I am here to formally announce that as the vessel and strategist of the Dark King Zeo, he is indeed going to Kitakami. The Dark Lock and Scarlet will be extended.
Yay! That's awesome.
I'm not sure when I'm going to set that stream to air. It'll probably be at 2 streams, but whenever it does air, still I'm not sure when exactly it's going to happen. It'll probably happen in like maybe a couple of weeks. It'll happen after the Omega Ruby Dark Lock concludes, but I'm still going to be really psyched for it to finally get off the ground.
That's super exciting.
But right now, in terms of like goals as a creator, like right now, my main goal is to get to 2K followers by the end of the year. And like I said, like I've been saying, once I do that, I will do a 24-hour stream because my new tradition is that every 1K followers, I do a 24-hour stream. So I did one at 1K, 2K, 3K, so on and so forth. Whenever I hit an extra man of 1K followers, a 24-hour stream comes to you guys. So yeah, but like I said, I'm just here to share my love of Pokemon with everybody and just see how far this will actually go. Because I didn't think that in the past 3 years, I didn't think that my channel would get anywhere that it is, and I'm just so thankful that it is where it is right now. I mean, like I said, everyone's level of growth is different. So even though mine hasn't been the most steady or hasn't been the greatest, I'm still thankful for where I am. I'm thankful for my community. I'm thankful for my found family because I don't really have much family left, and it means a lot to me that random people. Okay, now it finally reconnects.
Cool.
Okay, and it didn't end the stream, so this is exactly why I turned off my dynamic bitrate because I knew this would happen.
That's
Like this is exactly why I turned off my dynamic bitrate. I knew this would happen.
so frustrating.
I mean, I don't really need to edit. I don't really need to edit that out, but yeah, I'll just most of these podcasts. I just download it to YouTube. I just download it to my computer and I post it on YouTube. I don't do editing regarding behind it.
Gotcha.
But yeah, like I said before, OBS disconnected. That's pretty much my goal. My goal at the moment, just have fun, get the 2K followers, and then after that, just keep doing what I'm doing. But I've told you guys that I'm going to be doing a Detective Pikachu playthrough come October 6th, and I said that I have a little secret project to debut in there. Actually, October 7th. But I have a secret project I also plan to debut during that time period, so I'm not going to say much, but I will say that things will definitely be interesting with this playthrough, so stay tuned for that.
Yay. Can't wait to see.
Can't wait to see it myself. But Colleen, I want to thank you so much again for taking the time to hang out with us, chat, and just let us pick your brain on what makes you the Poké nerd you are.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. It was a lot of fun, and I enjoyed talking with you and getting to know more about you as well. And super honored to be a part of this podcast. So thank you so much.
Hey, like I've always said, the honor's all mine. But all right, so the last part is actually up to you because guest picks the raid. So who do you have that's live and deserves some raid love?
Let me see. I think I want to go.
But again, a reminder, everybody, if you guys are not following It's Colleen, please drop her a follow. Really means a lot to me, you guys.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And everyone follow Spence. Super close to 2K followers.
Yeah, I'll get there
Please.
soon.
You will. I'm gonna message you their Twitch. I just private message you.
I'll check it on my phone. I'll have to check it on my phone.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I know who this is.
Yes, they're a very, very good friend of mine.
Mods, can you get the Ray messages in the chat, please? Okay, so all right, so again, Colleen, thank you so much for taking the time to come hang with us and chat again. Again, we love you. We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
What does your normal outro look like? What do you say before you pop off stream?
I usually just tell my chat that I love them so much and I don't know how to end stream, and then I just hit stream ending. Straight out. So that's how I usually end stream. It's very chaotic and I still don't know how to do it. So
I usually end things with saying stay safe, stay strong, stay tuned for Pokemon exclusive content, and as always, this has been the Top Goon, your man Spence. Beast out. I'll see you in the raid. Y'all have a great night, you nerds. And I put my hand in front of the camera.
That is awesome.
But as with every episode of pokeNERDS Inc. this season, we are ending every podcast by letting the community know on behalf of our brother, TheTrueTurbo, stay safe, stay rockin', stay true to yourself. Turbo, we love you, brother. We miss you, man. We miss you. Okay, guys, the podcast will return in a couple of weeks, and I got a brand new guest lined up, so I hope you all will enjoy the next guest, and I hope you guys have enjoyed the podcast today. So, from us pokeNERDS to other pokeNERDS, have a good night, everybody. Bye.
Bye, everyone.